Hello, welcome to my channel. In the last video, we saw how we could receive messages from an event hub using a console application. In this video, we are going to see how we can work with this using a function application. So rather than just running a console application, we want to send a trigger to a function application, which is more similar to real life scenario. So I'll be sharing my screen. So we are still working with the function application, with the event hub that we used in the last video. So I believe you can see my screen. So this is a simple function application and it's based on the default template. I just made a little modification to it. So if you should go over to new project, we are still going to come back to this, but I just want to walk you through the process. Come to Azure Functions, give it a name. Yeah, so you'll be asked to provide a trigger. So, previously we worked with HTTP trigger, service bus trigger, as well as event grid trigger. But in this case, what you have to choose is event hub trigger. And for the function worker, I've used it, which is the current LTS version for .NET. You can also use version 4. I used it and it also worked. So you can use either of these two. Then you need to specify the connection string that you'll be using in your app settings.json. So this can give it any name. What's important is that when the template is loaded, you will need to use this in your is it local settings.json or something. You need to use the same name because it will be reflected in your code. Then the event hub name also needs to be reflected here. So this needs to be gotten from the Azure portal, your event hub name. Okay, so that's basically the setup you need to do. Then um when you have the code, when the template is loaded, the default code that is going to give to you does not print out the event body in string format. It will only give it to you in bytes. So you need to um, customize the code to be able to get um, the string values, which I already did here. So the only modification I made, this is the real line that the action is happening. So it's converting the encoding to string. So it's getting the string value and into an array format. And we are now using this string. We are using it as our output. So we are outputting it as the body. So this is just the modification that you need to do. And every other thing, I think it's as it was when the template produced it. Okay, so this is our very simple code to receive messages the from an Azure event hub. So this is my connection string. I added it here. So I gave it this name from the wizard and I copied this connection string from the Azure portal. I think that's all. So what I will just do is I will run this program first. Then I would go over to the Azure portal and add a message so that it can be triggered, so that there will be a trigger. Okay, so this is it now. You can see it's running. What I will do is we'll go over to the Azure portal. Let's go over to the Azure portal. We are still coming back here. I will leave this program running, but let me go to the portal. Okay. I think you can see my screen. So I came over to Data Explorer after opening the Event Hub. I clicked on Data Explorer. So I want to send an event. If I want to view the content of this event hub, I'll click on view events, and I can start from the oldest position or the custom position or the newest position. But in this case, I want to send a trigger to the Azure function that is currently running. So what I will do is I want to send an event. I'm fine with text plain. There are other options here, but I want a simple text. Um, so we have also different data set as well, but I'm working with a custom payload. So let me just enter subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel is the message I'm sending. So um before I click on send, I want to be sharing the output screen so that you see it in real time. So let me stop sharing and I would go over to the output screen. Yeah, so now I'm clicking on send now. Clicking on send. So I'm sending the message now. Yeah, and now you can see the trigger and you can see the event body subscribe to this channel. It's written here clearly in string form. As I said earlier on, by default, if you use the templated code, it wouldn't give it to you in string form. But it will tell you the size, it will tell you the amount of bytes, it will give you the content type and all the trigger details, but not just the string form of your message. Yeah, and one thing I also need to mention is that when it comes to Event Hub and the service bus, one key difference between both is that in the case of Event Hub, when you receive a message, there is no deletion. Um, because the intent is for multiple applications to be able to make use of the messages that you have. So in the case of Event Hub, it's not receive and delete or something similar. However, if you want a message to be deleted or to be out of scope or to if you want to do away with a particular message, you can set the message retention time. So it's the message retention time that acts like deletion, but deletion is not orchestrated by you receiving a message, unlike what we have in queues. Um, so let's just have that in mind. So that's the end of this video. So I just wanted us to see how we can use Azure function to receive a message. You can also use it to send a message as well. But for this video, we are looking at receiving a message. Okay. So if you find this video helpful, don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day, everyone.